These are the stories we're tracking for you ahead of the close. I'm here with Lisa, Alex, and Oliver Rennick. Welcome to the show. We're talking first about Apple because it's got that big spread coming up, the 12-page advertising spread for its watch, of course, in the March issue of Vogue. The pictures are showing all three versions of the device. Adweek estimates that these 12 pages may have cost the company more than $2 million. Apple may be planning a watch event on March 9th in San Francisco. The watch is expected to ship in April, so it would make sense that they'd be rolling out a big ad campaign come March. What's interesting to me is that they chose Vogue.
That was interesting to me as well, because when I think of Vogue, I think of Louboutins and, you know, the phenomenal Fendi purses. It seems like he's trying to position this for that same kind of on-the-go, well-off audience who will be flipping through the pages of a glossy magazine.
Who else is going to buy it? I mean, honestly, who's going to buy? How much is this watch going to cost? Does anybody know? I mean, is it
bottom is $349 for the basic level with the, you know, the colored band, but it goes all the way up to gold. You can get it encrusted, so it can be a pretty pricey ticket item
here. So this is a luxury item, and it's also a style item. I mean, Apple has fundamentally been successful because of its style.
Don't you think it's kind of hard, though, when it comes to watch? I mean, like, if you buy a Rolex or a Cartier or a Patek Philippe, that's something that you hold and, like, hand down to generations, and it's in your family and this, that, and the other. With an iWatch, I mean, this is like technology, right? So it's going to go out of date pretty quickly. You're going to need a new one every couple years. So would you really spend big bucks on it?
Like a purse, though. I mean, if you think about it, like some of the other styles in Vogue.
You can hand your Louis Vuittons down, I guess, right? You know, it's kind of nice if the leather's a little darker. What do you think,
I thought the ad kind of presented two different sorts of watches. I mean, like the first one comes out, it's got the green band. It's very like, I could see a guy in, you know, a tech company in Silicon Valley walking around. You know, you've got all the apps on your watch. But then the gold encrusted one had a very different vibe. It was very, you know, I'm going to wear this with a clean-cut suit. I'm going to, you know, this is a baller watch. You know, two very different sorts of, I think, kind of like products almost, depending on, you know, how you want to do it. Do you want this bright green or do you want this, you know, fancy? Oh,
wow, 12 pages in Vogue. I'm surprised the ad only costs $2 million. It's kind of a deal, maybe. Right, all right, a music industry trade group deciding all new albums will be released on Fridays simultaneously across the globe. The group says this is going to reduce piracy and unify digital consumers. That's all according to the New York Times. Now, the new release date may take effect this summer. Up until now, music has been released on different days in the U.S., in Britain, and in Japan. Thoughts?
My favorite part of the story is the name of the trade publication, which is the International Federation of the Phonographic Industry. They are talking about modernizing when they release the time of albums, and they're still called a phonographic industry. Seriously? I mean, when are they going to modernize their name?
I mean, I think that maybe they're drawing a little inspiration from Beyonce. Her Secret album came out December 13th, 2013. That was a Friday. So maybe they're, you know, trying to... Drake too. Maybe they're trying to get up with the hip kids. But I don't know. Some people are saying it's a mistake. For me, if the music's out, I'm not really as concerned if it's a Tuesday or a Friday or a Saturday, but...
Well, there's clearly a lot of obstacles. I mean, there's a lot of opposition, I should say. A lot of these smaller, sort of independent shops are really upset about it, so there must be some money.
It's curious that it's expected to reduce piracy, though.
Yeah, I feel like that's it's such a big issue, this piracy thing. I mean, releasing on Friday is really like the... You know, I feel like that's your editor coming to you and be like, hey, you've got a, you know, conceptual issue with your theme in your story, and you're like, come back, hey, I fixed my typo, you know. I feel like this is a very small, there's a big battle to be fought here against piracy, and I don't know, is releasing Friday really going to make that big a difference?